What's poppin' nominations? Your girl Ida checking in. I'm ready for some more videos. And I bet you are too.
You went through BRC, correct?
Yep.
Now, biggest question we get all the time is, what was training like, and how did you overcome those mental and physical barriers?
Commandos whose mission was to strike quickly, effectively, and get out. They were the Marine Raiders.
It's a lot of physical demanding, and it sucks. But I mean, it really sucks in your head. I mean, yeah, so for the basic reconnaissance course, I mean, that is the course you got to go to become a reconnaissance Marine. And, luckily for me at the time, I started off in the infantry, and I already went through, the sniper indoctrination program, and I went to sniper school before I even tried out for recon. So, there was a lot of similarities. I've definitely learned a lot of hardships, when I was in sniper school, like, man, this sucks. I want to quit, but I can't because you're weak if you do, and it's just dumb. And when I got to BRC, really the only thing that was completely different that I really wasn't I was expecting it, but I wasn't used to, was like all the amphibious stuff. So like all the boat stuff and the finning and swimming, but all the mental barriers kind of like already existed being a sniper prior to. And it's definitely a lot of mental barriers, but it's literally exactly what that is. It's mental. It's a lot of physical demanding, and it sucks. But I mean, it really sucks in your head, because I knew that I wanted to be a reconnaissance Marine at the time, and everything was worth it to me, and it was fine. Like I was living out like this like fantasy that I dreamed about for so long. And I went to BRC when it was still done in Coronado Island in California, and right across the street from where the school was where BUD/S was at, where the Navy SEALs would go to. And there was a portion of the class or a portion of the school where you did the Navy SEAL obstacle course. Well, I remember being like 12 years old, dude, watching Discovery Channel, like all the Navy SEAL documentaries, like, whoa, I want to be a Navy SEAL one day. And to actually be on that obstacle course, it was just like, whoa, deja vu, man. Like I saw something on TV, and now I'm actually doing it in real life. And it just motivates you to like, fuck, man, I'm so close to my goals. I'm so close to being there. Like nothing can stop me but myself, and I just got to push, man. So, when it comes to like the mental and physical barriers, I mean, that's life in general. At this point in time, I already did 2 combat deployments. And for the guys who were 18 years old and haven't done any combat deployments, like we still share the same like mental hardships, like, oh my God, it's freezing, and this pack is heavy, but we all had the same objective in mind. That was to become a recon Marine. So it's not like once you have your mind set up, that's all it takes. It takes a little bit more than that, but just that vision, almost coming in reality was enough to keep me going, and that's all it took.
Yeah.
So visualize to win. That's really what it is.
That's even outside the military now that you're civilian. I would say
super civilian, bro. I'm super civilian.
All right, so.
And actually being a reconnaissance Marine and then being a Raider, there's a shit ton of adversity, dude, because if you don't go with the flow of things, if you question authority, or if you think outside the box when people aren't used to that, like it's very awkward and uncomfortable. And how I dealt with that was just like, I just took mental notes. I'm like, okay, I'm a young guy. I get it. This is what's happening. Okay, how all y'all are acting is who I'm not going to be as I get older in this job and as I pick up rank. Because there's another dude just like me that's going to raise his hand and ask a question, a legitimate question. And I'll be damned if I'm going to like make fun of him or shun this guy because he's kind of going against the grain when it's like in the right track for the, the task at hand or whatnot. So dealing with adversity is just, once again, visualize the end state, man. When I was a young recon Marine, all I wanted to do was like, man, I just visualized myself at like a higher level. And that's what kept me going. That's what made all those other small things not matter. As a Marine Raider, dealing with adversity, I'm just like, adversity is my middle name, dude. Like,
yeah.
And so I just swallow that and be like, you know what? None of you people really matter to me. Your opinions don't matter to me. Like, my guys, they're the only ones that matter to me. So, you know, I put on the tie and I do the part, and I shock people, dude. I shock people with my humbleness and kindness, and that's how I deal with adversity, because I could give into it. I could buy into like all the shit that they're throwing at me.
Yeah.
Or I could be like, wait a second. I'm probably doing something right. Because if I was doing something wrong, I would probably be charged with something. I've had paperwork. I'd be punished. But none of those things mattered. And I think it kind of comes with like, people don't see things that way. They're like, oh, they're picking on me. I must be doing something wrong. Therefore, I should conform to exactly how they want to. But you're just really bringing a different way and different mindset to the table, man. And I don't know. Adversity is just, it sucks that word even exists, dude.
Oh.
And it sucks that people have that struggle. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, what's more important? What others think about you or what you think about yourself? And as long as you look yourself in the mirror and know that what you're doing is right, that's how you overcome it. So it's really like, screw everyone else, man. Not screw them, like, you know, got to be a team player, but, you know, haters gonna hate. As silly and cliche as that sounds, man, that's exactly what it is, dude. Like, you know, people told me a lot of things like, dude, you'll never do that. You'll never be able to do that. I got a shirt that says fetch as fuck. I made it happen, dude. Like, I did it. And not because I'm awesome, not because I was better than everyone else, dude. I was generally not like that. The thing is, I just did not let other people crush my goals. I visualized where I wanted to be at, and I followed that. Not letting someone else be like, hey, you can't do that. And I just stopped. Like, that's not even battling adversity at that point. That's battling yourself. And you have to overcome that. You have to know what you want. You know, how bad do you want it, and then go after it. That's the only way you beat adversity. Do you believe in it? Then go for it. If you don't believe in it and someone tries to question you or, you know, puts you in these adverse situations and environments, then you're going to crumble. So that they're calling your bluff and you bought off on it. Vice, you believing in yourself and pushing through. And it's kind of like where I stand with it.
Jeez.
Can you emoji mic drop it somewhere? Like,
Yeah, that's a mic drop right there. Jeez. You hit every nail. What's life like now that you're out of that whole structure of things? You know, how are you know, how is it treating you now that you're, I guess, outside the fight?
do you see the smile?
Yeah, I see the smile.
Dude, I'm very appreciative of all the things that I got to experience, all the people I got to meet, interact with. You know, like, I love the military, man. Military was great to me. They did me right, did a lot of my friends right. And obviously the bigger picture, not the individual, but the bigger picture of the military is like, it does right for our country and others, right? And that's what's great about it. But at the end of the day, you peel back all those layers of the military, and for us, it's the Marine Corps. There's a human being, you know? And I honestly, dude, like, I was never brainwashed. I was never belt fed. I never knife hand anybody. I never belittled someone just to do it because that's what I was supposed to do because the rank that I was. Like, I never did any of that dumb shit. And now being out there, I'm just like, man, who am I? And that was the biggest struggle, dude, was like figuring out who am I? Because even though I didn't do all those things, those atypical things in the Marine Corps, I still wasn't myself. You know, like, I forgot, as soon as I joined Hopkins Yellow Footprints, man, I became someone different. You know, all my hobbies were tied to the military. So I like riding motorcycles super fast, shooting guns, you know, drinking beer all the time with my homies, and like, you know, doing adventure sports and great things. But it was because the environment that I was in, those were like the hobbies that kind of drove me to those. Now that I'm out, it's just like none of those things are interesting to me. And I'm like, why aren't they? I'm like, man, I must be boring. I'm like, I'm not boring. I've just been on a journey to figure out who am I. And I'm slowly getting there. And I've been out since, really October 1st.
Yeah.
And I think I'm close. I think I'm close, man. I think I have like my vision and passion, and giving yourself time to figure out who you are, then make the next move. We're so methodical in the military, but when we get out, it's just like, I gotta money. I gotta figure out this. Well, if you're a good Marine or good military serviceman or woman, like, you probably do proper planning before you exfil the service. So if you're going to do that to set yourself up for success to transition, why don't you do that for yourself, for like your betterment of your life? Like, just really giving yourself a chance to succeed. And that's all I've been doing, man. It's just, hey, guess what? There's always going to be jobs there. There's always going to be money there. And anyone thinks otherwise, they're just weird. Now, unless you're like in a weird niche like Bitcoin or something like that, right? Just being happy and doing you, man. And it's a lot easier said than done, but it is possible. And that's the greatest thing about life, man. Anything is possible if you apply yourself to it. So
We Defy the Norm. And where can they find that?
Baby. What's up?
Where can they find We Defy the Norm?
So I have an Instagram page called We Defy the Norm, and then obviously the website is wedefythenorm.com.
I'll give him a follow. Support this movement. Amazing person. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching the video. Smash that thumbs up. And we will see you guys in the next part. Cody, if you want to jump back on here and what people have to say, then let's make another one happen, brother.
Let's do it, man. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.